Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call our business meeting to order February 10th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Notice of this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone, please rise for the flag salute. I pledge of allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Here.
Councilwoman Hunt.
Here.
Jackson.
Here.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Here.
Councilman Tripoli.
Present.
President Randolph Sharp has an excused absence. Mayor.
Here. Approval of minutes for council meeting for January 6, 2021 and an executive session and council meeting for January 27, 2021. Entertain a motion, please.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yes.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Tripoli.
Yes.
Entertain a motion for payment of bills that have been duly audited by the treasurer, please.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions on the bills? Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Woman Hunt.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Woman Simmons.
Yes.
Tripoli.
Yes.
The following reports have been filed and are available in their respective offices for review and will be included in the minutes. The tax collector's report, the sewer report, and the treasurer's report. Consent agenda. The items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and will be enacted upon in one motion. There will be no formal discussions of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Entertain a motion for resolution 2021-80 through 81.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hunt.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Woman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Tripoli.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to jump council first. So I'm going to go to engineer's report. Engineer Anthony, you got anything?
I'm here, yep. We'll start with the proposals. Tony Pizzo from the superintendent of the sewer department reached out to me earlier this week. He was asking for an updated spec for bidding of chemical treatment to update the 2015 bid. So I'm putting a proposal for services together for that. Projects in design, we got authorized on the NJDOT financial year 2021 repaving of Lindentown Phase 2. A meeting or two ago, we had a pre-design kickoff meeting beginning of February, and survey is underway. Unfortunately, the snow is delaying that quite a bit. Last but not least is the projects in construction, the traffic signal upgrades at Clementon, Gibbsboro Road, Carlton Ave. Construction is complete, and we're just waiting on a maintenance bond. That's all I got.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for him? All right. At this time, I'll open the meeting to council. Joe DiDomenico.
Yes, thank you, sir. I have the monthly Lindenwold Police Department activity report. It is for January 2021. Total calls of service, 2352. Traffic accidents, 36. Community policing, 256. Traffic enforcement and stops, 136. Criminal complaints issued by officers, 68. Traffic summonses issued by officers, 78. Criminal complaints issued by citizens, 28. Traffic summonses issued by citizens, 0. and there's currently 59 investigations going on. And that's, thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Hess.
All I have right now is that our library is open. It is curbside service. If you need anything, you can contact the library and she will do whatever it is that you need to do. Get out books, print out. We have lots of, the new tax forms are all in there for everyone's convenience. That's about all I have. We have nothing going on in the town as far as COVID going on. None of our movies, nothing's being planned at this point for our summer events. So right at the library. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Jackson.
Thank you, Mayor. So one of our residents reached out to us, I guess, a meeting or two ago in reference to the different parks we have. So I've actually had individuals that research the different parks we have as far as the equipment and stuff like that. So we have a listing of that right now, which will be posted on the website. But we're waiting right now for the weather to get better so we can get better pictures to go along with the different parks and locations and equipment. So hopefully that'll happen sometime in a few months. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Strapoli.
Nothing at this time, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Sitter.
Yes, thanks, Mayor. For senior citizens, just a reminder about the snow removal, that when the snow is 4 inches or more, Camden County will come out and shovel your walks and driveway. That you have to call after the snow is stopped falling. The number is 856-783-4808, extension 5060. Snow removal is going to be done between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. For the health department, just a reminder, your cats and dogs, it's time to get them registered with the borough. You have until March 31st. They cost $15 if they're neuter, $20 if they're not. You need to have a rabies certificate. It's valid through October 31st of this year. And as always, if you decide to get a dog or cat throughout the year, just come and register them at any time. Coronavirus. So I have a couple of things to announce on this. So Camden County has already administered over 10,000 vaccines in the past month. Residents are starting to get their second dose this week. The county is getting a lot of praise about how this site is set up over at the college. Literally, people, from the time you get through the front door, there's no line. You're not outside, standing outside. They have it running really smooth. But by the time you register, you get your vaccine, you're in there 3 to 4 minutes. After you get your vaccine, if you don't have any health issues, you're going to be monitored for 15 minutes. If you do have health issues, you're monitored for 30 minutes. After you're monitored, if you have to make a second appointment, you'll do it right there on the spot. Again, to make your first appointment, you can either use My Cooper My Chart through the app or the website, create a password and register. Right now, appointments, if you register today, your appointment would be like late August, but they have been moving people up. And if people don't show up, they do call people because they don't want to waste any of the vaccines. The vaccine call center, which I spoke about last meeting, the phone number was down for a while. The state has gotten many complaints that people are on hold for 45 minutes and then they're hung up on. So the state is working to fix all these issues. We have 2 new places you can get your vaccine at. CVS is going to start taking appointments on Friday, February 12th. The phone number is 1-800-746-7287. You must make an appointment. They will not do any walk-ins. They're not given a real list of stores. They have towns, but the locations are going to be moving constantly, and they are getting 19,900 doses. Rite Aid, they will also start administering, but they haven't released a phone number or a lot of details about Rite Aid yet. But I do know they're getting 7,500 doses. So at this point, that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and that's it.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Just for one record update, let the record show that Resolution 2021 81.
We need to do vacate the vote on the resolution and then move that resolution again. You need to redo the vote on that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need a motion to vacate the resolution of 2021-81.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I abstain, Mr. Mayor.
And then you're going to
Opposed?
do the motion again for second.
Okay. Motion carries. Entertain a motion for resolution 2021-81.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman DiDomenico.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Hunt.
Yes.
Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Lynn.
Yes.
Councilman Chapoli.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. For my report, just to let everybody know, we're at 1,661 cases so far for the year. There's been an additional death the other day, so we're up to 19 now. That's 68 new cases in 2 weeks, and there was 4 today. One other thing I want to say is Mr. Henderson on the call by any chance?
Yes, I'm on here.
Okay, good. Council discussed the part of the football and the fields. We've decided that we're going to defer all of the decisions regarding the fields to Park and Rec, where it originally supposed to be. So at this time, we're going to make sure that it all gets turned over to them. I hope that helps you out, and if that's okay.
Yeah, thank you for hearing my voice and just giving, people a chance just to let the Park and Rec decide. I appreciate it. I really do.
Okay, we appreciate it very much. All right. With that, I'm going to open the meeting to the public. For anyone from the public wishing to speak, please state your name and address for the record, and please try to keep it to 5 minutes. Thank you.
Diane Viteri, 637 Fifth Avenue. Mayor,
Yes.
I sent you pictures from the snow plowing. I appreciate them clearing the streets, but why do they have to slide down the street and put those boulders back onto the sidewalk where you've already shoveled? When I said something to the guy, he laughed at me. He thought it was funny. And then came back a third time and did it again. He would get to my house and he would fly. I'd stand there and watch him. I mean, I had already cleared everything. There's no reason for them to do that. I mean, I sent you the pictures and I sent them to Craig of what my sidewalk looked like after he went by. But no one's gotten back to me on it.
Councilman Chapoli, this is your department. Do you want to take this?
I haven't seen the pictures. I don't know what the problem is, but it seems like this young lady goes out and looks for anything to complain about all the time. So I take it with a grain of salt.
Mr. Chapoli, I was out there shoveling when he came by, and he laughed at me. No, I wasn't looking for problems. All I'm saying is I appreciate them doing the streets, but there's no reason to throw it back onto a cleared sidewalk.
Well, when they go down the street, the plow has to throw snow somewhere. Where are they going to throw it?
I understand they do, but he gets to my house and he floored it. So all the boulders were clear onto where the grass is. That's why I sent the pictures to the mayor and to Craig.
Craig's got the picture. Craig's got the pictures.
I sent it to both of them, yes.
Okay, well, I'll talk to Craig about it.
All right, thank you. Anything else, Diane?
Yeah, I do. When you were talking about for the to get the register for the dogs and cats, is there any way that we can have like a mobile rabies clinic or something? Because we are economically disadvantaged community, and there's so many people who don't get their cats and dogs shot. So a lot of them are not registered because of that. Some people can't get out. Some people just can't afford it or whatever. Or like, and also with cats, if we could try to adopt a TNR program, you drive down Home Site by 10th, there's 30 cats over there. At least if they're getting sick, they're not going to keep reproducing. It's horrible. Like, one cat has 3 litters a year. I mean, we have thousands of cats running around. I can't tell you how many I cracked and fixed myself and found homes for them to get them off in our program. It would really help. Is it something that you guys can look into?
I know Berlin Borough or Berlin Township just did a spade and neutering. I mean, a spade, the vaccine clinic for the dogs and cats. It was advertised on everything. It was even on our website. Not our website. It was on our Facebook, on one of the Facebook pages. I saw it. But I'm going to turn this over to Debbie because Debbie actually does this, and I think Sandy, you can chime in as well. I think.
Okay.
In the free rabies clinic, any resident of Camden County can go to any free rabies clinic offered by the surrounding towns. I actually do assist residents with the information on what is available for them so they can have that free rabies certificate. The problem in Lindenwold, when we offered it, we had such a low turnout, we had to send all the vials back. And it cost the town and the taxpayers, because that nobody participated, which is why we have not done one lately.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, I pay for my own. I'm lucky I have a job and I can afford my animals, but there's a lot of people out there that can't. I don't understand why people wouldn't use it. What about to adopt the TNR program?
Well, why don't you go ask those people why they don't use it?
I'm not going to get into the fact about the TNR program. That was discussed probably a few months ago and was found to be not favorable for us at this point in time. You can call animal control. They will come out and trap them anyway and take them away for you if you wish to call them. All right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Anyone else in the public wishing to speak?
Yeah, Mayor Trevor Shaw, corner of Wilson and Norcross. Mayor, who do we talk to about getting the basketball goals replaced on the courts at 4th and Scott?
I didn't know there was basketball poles on 4th and Scott. Craig, are there basketball poles on 4th and Scott?
No.
Yes, there was. And there was a problem with the kids hanging out and destructing the property and all. That's why they took them out and put them by the police station.
Yeah, that was probably taken out probably at least 20 years ago, wasn't it?
At least.
All right. I didn't remember that far back, though.
Were they removed under any official function? We can't find any sort of vote or discussion or anything. It's just that they wound up missing at one point. We've been told through an apparent act of vandalism, but they were never replaced.
There's nothing down there right now. There's no concrete pad. There's no old poles. There's nothing down there on 4th and Scott.
This is another case where someone is looking for anything to complain about.
No, sir, Mr. Stripoli. We're looking for more activities.
You're ridiculous.
Thank you for your opinion, sir. We're actually looking for more activities for the children to do. And according to Google Maps, there is a basketball court there.
Anything to complain about. That's all you do is look for anything to complain about.
Google Maps is not real time. All right, so if you're using Google Maps, good for you. We tried to get a dog park down there We lost the grant. We didn't get approved for the grant. We're continuing to try to get a grant. We do want to make something out of that area down there. But with COVID, right now, everything is at a halt. I hope that answers your question.
Nothing's going to answer his question. He's going to keep complaining about every little thing.
All right, anyone else from the public have anything to say, please?
Yeah, the last meeting you had resolution 2021-78 was for Belia Technologies for computer services. What computer services are going to be rendered by Belia Technologies?
Good evening, Trevor. This is Dawn Thompson. How are you?
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Good. Belia Technology is contracted services to cover the entire borough's IT needs, as we don't have an in-house IT personnel. So they are responsible for every aspect of our IT services for all of our buildings.
Okay, fair enough. We know them as a company that publishes township newsletters, so we saw the spike in budget from $17,500 to $40,000. We thought, and we're hopeful that maybe you guys were going to be putting out more than one newsletter this year for a change.
Well, they don't do the newsletter for us. The newsletter is normally done by the media committee, and we have not, this year met to do a newsletter. We've been trying to put as much information as we can on the website for our residents. And again, that's not amount. So we did go from one IT company to another that's able to provide us with more quality service for our needs.
Great to hear. And last but not least, we've also been asked about the rather large American flag that used to fly at Lindenwold Memorial Park. Is that up again, or does it have plans to be anytime soon?
To be honest with you, I didn't even know it was down.
We didn't either until we got 4 phone calls on it in the last week, and we're wondering why it wasn't up. So I'm just passing along the question.
Yeah, more bullshit. Got a lot of calls about it. That's bullshit too.
I will check into it tomorrow and see if I can find out what's going on with it, and I'll have somebody get back to you.
And most likely,
thank you, Mayor.
Take it down because of the winds that we've been having. We take them down where I used to work at those because the wind will tear the flag apart, and they're not cheap.
I know it's because of inclement weather. I'm assuming, but I will find out.
Mr. Mayor, this is Craig. Would you like me to answer that?
Sure, if you can, Craig. Thank you. I forgot you were on.
Yes, the flag broke under the high winds we had, and it's such a high flagpole. We're going to have to get assistance from the fire department with the tower ladder to restring the flagpole. And obviously, we're not going to be able to do that until we get much better weather.
Thank you, sir.
Fair enough. Thank you, Craig. We'll pass that along.
All right. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak, please state your name and address for the record.
Raymond Morrissey, 343 6th Avenue. Just a follow up to some questions I posed back at one of the December council meetings. I was inquiring about some information that was missing from the borough's website. I sent a follow up email to you, Mr. Mayor, and I'd like to thank you for seeing that several sections of the website have been updated. Financial reports that were previously missing and the Library Commission reports are now posted and available for public review. I'd also like to thank you for altering your way you state the agendas on the website. You've started to include the text of proposed resolutions in the council meeting agendas. Previously, they have not been available for the most part, especially the ones that are listed as first reading, until after they've already been put in the minutes as an item that's already been passed and approved. So I would like to thank you for that, and I'd also like to encourage you to, especially the ordinances and resolutions that are listed as first readings, to have their full text put into the agendas, so that allow residents or any other interested parties to provide you with any input or feedback before it comes up before council. Also, some follow-up to my comments from December. The Environmental Commission section of the website, the minutes still have not been updated since September 8th. Have they met since that time?
I would have to check and find out. Councilman,
Okay. All right.
Nancy's here, Mr. Mayor, if you want her to answer that.
I was going to ask Linda. I didn't know. That's all right. If Nancy's there, can she answer that?
Hi, Mr. Mayor. We meet 5 times a year. The last meeting was in January. So those minutes will not be on the website until after they are approved at our next meeting, which by memory I'm going to say is April.
Thank you, Nancy. Does that answer your question?
You're welcome.
Yes, it does. I don't have it in front of me, but you might look as to what it says the meeting schedule is on the website. I think it says that you guys meet monthly. So you might want to change the wording on that if my memory is correct. If it's not correct, I apologize. More follow-up.
For that to be changed, but I will double check it tomorrow when I go into the office.
Thank you. More follow-up from my previous comments. I thank the councilman for working on a list of facilities and pictures for the Parks and Recreation website, the different facilities in town, which is something I had mentioned also. I do have a question that about the Senior Citizen and Community Center. I know that it's closed due to COVID, but there's still no information on the website. What is its normal use? Are there outside groups allowed to use it? Is there a procedure? Is there a form involved? Is there a user fee? Other than the location of it, I can't really, and the fact that it exists,
It's used for the senior citizens and senior citizens only at this time.
Okay, so the fact that it says Senior Citizen Community Center is just for senior citizens. Okay. Another question I had: our website mentions that there is a free local bus service available for senior citizens and handicapped. It's mentioned in the About Lindenwold section under amenities, and I was wondering if that I can't find any other mention on the website at all. Is that service still something that's being offered? And if so, what are the details? If not, perhaps you should update. If perhaps not, you should update the website.
It's send hand services and it's done through Camden County.
Okay. Could there be something put on there to have a link to the Camden County section where so somebody knows who might need that service, knows who to contact and how to contact them?
I will ask the administrator to check on that tomorrow.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Hey, Manaz. I just wanted to know, was there...
Hey, his 5 minutes are up. 5 minutes is enough. Enough of this.
What are you talking about? Just got on.
Joe, this is someone else. Go ahead, Mr.
I know.
Anderson.
You know.
Go ahead, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, I just got a simple question. I don't want no problems. I just want to know when's the next Park and Rec meeting, if a date was already put out.
I'm going to have to reach out. I'm reaching out to the president tomorrow to tell him that what has been transpired tonight. Councilman Jackson, you were aware of this?
Yeah, the next meeting's not going to be until next month.
Yeah, I think it's the beginning of March.
I think it's going to be like the first Monday of next month. But it's actually on the website. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can take a quick look at it.
Yeah. Maybe I missed it. I was just on the website. I didn't see it.
I don't actually think it's there.
It's on the website right now. I'm looking at it. It's the first Monday of the month at 7 o'clock. So we're not going to be meeting in person. So it's going to be some sort of a webinar or something else voice. But it's the first Monday of the month, 7 o'clock. It's on the website. I'm looking at it right now.
It'll probably be the same number you're calling in now.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you. I'll get off.
Anyone else?
I want to use up my 5 minutes.
Anyone else?
This is Danielle Britton on East Elm Ave. I just wanted to follow up with Mr. Henderson's question. Obviously, the interest in the Parks and Rec meeting is in regard to, getting a decision about the fields being available for kids to play upon. So I wondered if that will be, on that meeting agenda for the first of next month.
That's what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, they review applications at each meeting. Those to submit applications to use the park. So they make the determination at that meeting.
Okay. So if Mr. Henderson was wanting to utilize the park for sports for the children, he would have to submit an application. That's what you're.
Yeah, there's an application procedure. There's people from different organizations that sit on that committee. They determine availability and whether or not his organization, whatever it is, meets the needs.
Okay, I guess I'm just trying to make sure that what we're clarifying what's meant to be happening. Like, do you need to make like a decision on, in general, can the fields be used at all, or are you only going to take applications and you're going to do them on a case by case basis?
That's up to Parks and Rec, ma'am.
This meeting, so it's I can't tell you, but they haven't had a meeting in a while because of the virus. So this will be their first meeting next month.
Okay. I think we're just trying to find out if after that meeting we'll know if we'll be able to use the fields or not.
I mean, any organization that wants to use the field, I'm being very general here, they do have to meet the requirements that Lindenwold have. So if they have coaches or people of that nature, they all have to have background checks. And there are other requirements necessary too.
Okay, I think we just wanted to make sure that preparations that might be needed to be made to submit an application or whatever.
I believe Mr. Henderson already has all the information. I know he's reached out to the representative from Park and Rec to fill out an application. So I believe he has all the information he needs in regards to this already. But thank you anyway.
Yeah, awesome. I just was wondering if it's a blanket decision for field use or if we were going the route of the application. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else in the public wishing to speak?
Mr. Mayor, it's Nancy again. If the gentleman that had the question about Environmental Commission is still on, I'm on the website right now. That was changed. For Environmental Commission, it says meetings are the second Tuesday of the month, January, April, July, September, and December.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else in the public? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
A second, please.
Second.
Third. Favor?
Aye.
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 Please have a good evening. Thank you very much for calling.